In this video, I take the train from Paris to London in just over 2 hours, which is mind-blowing. And I'm also trying out Standard Premium class. So watch on for my full review. Good morning, my name is Claire, this is my channel Claire's Footsteps, and I am in Paris just about to get the Eurostar back to London. So in this video I am testing out Standard Premium Eurostar. So I've never actually got the Eurostar before, so I can't compare it to standard class, but I booked this Eurostar weeks ago, and then last week I got an upgrade saying would I like to upgrade to Standard Premium for £25, and I thought, do you know what, yes I would. I think Standard Premium includes a bit more food, a free glass of bubbly, which I guess I'm going to take them up on that offer if it's free and I've paid for it. Even though it is 7:15 in the morning, 6:15 in the morning UK time. I think it includes like comfier seats, a bigger carriage. So I will assess it all and I will report back. They do also have a business class, so like this isn't the highest tier of Eurostar. So if you want something even more luxe, you could opt for their business class, but that was quite a bit more expensive. So I thought I'd just try the Standard Premium out today and yeah, see if it's worth that small upgrade. Probably shouldn't wear this, should I, in my Standard Premium seat. I'm just packing up the last of my bits now. Where is my tote bag? Alright, let's go. I have so much smelly French cheese in my bag. People are not going to be impressed with me back in the UK. But never mind, let's go. The Eurostar advises you get there 60 to 75 minutes before your scheduled departure time. So a little bit less than planes, but more than non-international trains. And because unfortunately the UK isn't in the EU anymore, I think there is a bit more of a process to go with passports. Although we always had to have our passports checked. We were never in Schengen, so yes, there's a bit more to process than if you were just taking a train to Germany, for example. I aimed for 75 minutes before, and I think I'm gonna get there about 70 minutes before, which is fine. Alright, I arrived at Paris Gare du Nord at about 6:05. It's now 6:30 and I'm through, so it took about 25 minutes all in all. There was a bit of queuing, but once it got moving, it was alright. You scan your boarding card first, then you go through French immigration, then you go through British immigration, so legally I'm back in the UK even though I'm very much still in Paris, and then you go through like a security check. You can take much more liquid through. I think you can take any liquid through, but there are a few restrictions on alcohol. I'm not exactly sure how high those restrictions are. I've got 2 bottles of wine in my bag, it's very heavy, and that's absolutely fine. So I think the restrictions are basically if you're bringing back an amount that doesn't look like it's for personal use, although that can always be debated. Anyway, looks like my Eurostar is on time. With business, you do seem to get a priority check-in and you can go to a lounge, but alas, with Standard Premier you don't get any of those perks. You just get kind of the perk when you're actually on the train. So I think I don't really want to shop or anything, so I think I might just mosey on down, and who knows, the train might actually be there early, and if it is I can sit and get comfortable. So this area of the station really looked like an airport departures lounge. Like it had cafes, it had seating areas, and it just had that same kind of atmosphere as an airport departure lounge. Then there were 2 gates. The gates that you went on depended on where you were sitting on the train, and the information for that was on the ticket. And before too long, it was time to board the train. I seem to be the only one in my cabin so far, so I'll just do a very quick cabin tour while there's no one here. So the seats were quite wide and spacious, and every seat had its own table, which was really great and something that is quite different to standard class. There were screens saying where we were going, and there was plenty of luggage storage as well. It was a 2-1 configuration, which made it more spacious, and there were plenty of power points, and before long we were on the move. So this is us just departing from Paris at Gare du Nord. This is me attempting to do my makeup on the Eurostar because I hadn't had a chance to do it yet that morning. Didn't go that well, but it was alright. I tested the Wi-Fi as soon as we were on the move, and it seemed to work pretty well. I was quite impressed by it. So all Standard Premier tickets come with a complimentary meal, and actually this is pretty great. I've got a pan au chocolat and fruit, orange juice and a yogurt. I forgot actually when I booked, I ordered the vegan meal, so I've got dairy-free yogurt and a little thing of oat milk to put in my coffee, so that's great. Yeah, it looks really tasty. It is, well, I guess it's 7:30 now, I guess it's breakfast time. So I'm going to say it still feels very early, but I think that's just because I've been up for hours already. Toilet check. Yeah, alright to be fair. There's standard sink, so hand dryer, some drinking water, toilet, and then loads of mirrors actually. There's this massive mirror here so you can check your outfit before you go out. And then there's a big mirror here as well, maybe changing table, and toilet roll there. I think it's like clean enough for this stage in the journey. Obviously it probably was cleaner when the journey started. Why do train toilets get dirty so quickly? Honestly, like you go in after an hour and it's like, oh. Alright, we are still in France, but we are approaching Calais rapidly. I can't believe I did this on a Flixbus a few years ago and it took 4.5 hours, I think, to get from Paris to Calais, and this has taken us just over an hour. So yeah, we're rapidly approaching Calais and then we are going in the tunnel, the Channel Tunnel. I don't actually know if it's the same one the cars go in, but it's not like, I think this train just goes through the tunnel, it doesn't like stop or anything. We'll find out. I've never actually really thought about that, although honestly I must have gotten the Channel Tunnel, like I used to get it multiple times a year just because we lived so close to it. Yeah, should be, well, under the sea soon and then back in Old Blighty. Another random perk of the Standard Premier is these free to use magazines which you could use. And then before long we were under the sea, so yeah, we were just going through the tunnel here and the Wi-Fi even worked under the sea. And I must say England was notably greyer as soon as we emerged from the sea. Like, it looked a lot less appealing than France did. And in what felt like no time at all, we rolled into London St Pancras. It's so quick, it's just over 2 hours for the whole journey. But it was honestly so comfortable, I literally just could have stayed on the train all day. I am back in a somewhat grey and cloudy and much colder London. No, I thought the Eurostar was great. It was really quick. I can't believe it only took 2.5 hours. Really comfortable, the staff were really nice. And yeah, just had a great time. Just a very relaxing way to start the day, to be honest. I am glad that I paid for the Standard Premium, it's called, yeah, Standard Premium. The food that I got, I think, was better than anything I would have got at the restaurant cart, but you can also go to the restaurant cart, so that is worth considering if you just want the upgrade for the food. Like, you probably would spend less going to the restaurant cart, but you wouldn't get like the nice tray with the pan au chocolat and all of that. I don't know if they would have had any like dairy-free meals, which is what they gave me. So that's worth remembering. Also, the carriages are just a bit comfier and a bit more spacious. You've got the 1-2 formation rather than the 2-2 formation, and every single chair has a desk. Well, not a desk, like a table, whereas in the other class, I had a quick look in, wasn't able to take any video unfortunately, but it's very much like standard train seats. There's some airline style seats and some tables, so you can, I think, change your seat so you can book a table in advance, but obviously there's only limited tables, so they may already be gone. So for me, I think it definitely was worth doing the Standard Premium because it was only £25 to upgrade, but it depends on how much you favour like a comfortable, relaxed journey. But yeah, definitely recommend the Eurostar. I've never flown to Paris before, but it will, well, definitely would take longer than that because you need to be at the airport 2 hours before anyway. So yeah, if you're thinking of taking it next time you're travelling between London and Paris, it definitely has my thumbs up. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to record another video. I'm very tired, but I decided on a whim. I was enjoying my Standard Premium experience so much on the Eurostar that I decided on a whim to book first class GWR tickets back to Devon, where I live. And I'm going to record that to do another similar video on, is the GWR first class worth it? I go with GWR all the time because they connect London and Devon, but I have gone with them in first class a few times before, but I was sort of booking and I thought, I'm very tired, I don't want to have to wrestle for seats, and if I get a first class ticket I'm guaranteed a seat. And then I thought, do you know what, I'll get a first class ticket as long as I make a video about it. So my last video of this trip is actually going to be next time, and that will be GWR first class, is it worth it? So thank you so much for watching this video, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!